Come on, come on, come in. There's no time to waste. Let's make this curtain top today. These are the following measurements you're going to need to take before you start. Take notes. You're going to need your measurements. The fabric that I'm using today is a stretch fabric that I've had for a while. Really for this outfit, I would 1000% recommend a stretch fabric. It probably could work for other fabrics, but I personally would not know how it would come out. So stretch fabric is your best bet. Taking my first measurement that is shown in the beginning, I'm going to go ahead and make a line across. Did you know that you could use soap for this? Because I just now figured that out. I've been using a pencil. Soap is so much easier and it shows up better too. Not to mention it washes out. So if you didn't know, you can use a little tiny bar of soap to make your measurement marks. And if you see me struggling to cut this fabric with these scissors, no you don't. Just act like you didn't see it. Because I need new scissors and I would buy some, but these heifers keep stealing my scissors, so I'm gonna just keep these dull ones for now. Because I'm not buying another pair of $50 scissors just for them to steal it to cut some hair. The struggles of being a creative in a black household. They cannot tell the difference between an expensive pair of fabric scissors and regular household scissors. It's a struggle, I'm telling you. Thinking I'm making this video too long and too boring, I'm not going to show you me cutting out everything. So here's what you need. You need 2 panels. Then you need 2 strings. And you'll also need the neck piece. That is it. Those are the only things you need to cut out for this. Now, I didn't realize till after I had cut it out that it actually wasn't as long as I wanted it to be, because I wanted it to be a little dramatically long. So if you want it short, you keep it the way it is, but I want it longer. So I took the 2 panels that I had already cut out and I just cut them in half, because when I cut them out, I added my measurements. So I had got 11 across and I did it twice, so it was 22 inches. So I just went ahead and cut it in half and sewn it together to make the panel that you're going to see, which is going to be dramatically longer. This is just FYI, you don't have to do this. Now what you're about to see here is the best hack that I have ever come across. Hem tape is the best thing ever. When I tell you, you don't have to worry about it unraveling or anything while you sew it down. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. I don't know why I never thought to use it before, but I basically just ripped off pieces of this hemming tape and I ironed it down. And then after I did that, I took it to my sewing machine and I just sewed it down with a straight stitch. When I tell you, it made things so much easier. I didn't have to worry about it unraveling and it being uneven. It was fast, simple, and straight to the point. Trust me, try it, it works. Like, really take a moment and look at how smooth this is going through the machine. Like, this is just so satisfying to me. Like, I just love how smooth it went through the machine. I didn't have to do no extra work because it was already glued down. Like, try it, trust me. I'm your guardian angel right now. Now, I almost forgot to add, while I was sewing this down with a straight stitch, I actually folded it over one more time to hide that raw edge, so everything looks smooth and professional. And it just everything looks so much better when you really take the time to put some effort into it. And then after I did a straight stitch, I went ahead and moved the fabric over just a little bit and did a zigzag stitch on the side. Boom. No raw edges, just like that. Now this here, ladies and gentlemen, is the part that everybody seems to get confused about on my TikTok. So here I am showing you how to do it. It's really not hard at all. All you're doing is folding it over. That's it. It doesn't have to be completely perfect. That doesn't mean it has to be wrong. Think of it as it doesn't have to be identical twins. It can be somewhat fraternal twins. Okay? And it'll still work. Just don't make it to where it's completely off. That's the only thing I'll say. It's really nothing but folding. I'm not measuring. I'm messing up my words. I'm not measuring. I'm not doing any of that. If anything, the folding part is freehand. It could be as wide or as narrow as you want it. And for reference, of course, I already had one panel done. So what you're seeing is me just doing the opposite panel. And I'm just showing you how I pretty much match it up next to each other to make sure they're on the same level as far as folding. But that's it. Everything, the folding part, it really is freehand. Like, I'm not going to sit here and lie. Now, once your twins are matched up, you're going to go ahead and just pin along the sides where the folds are. This is important because that's going to be the first thing you sew. You're going to sew exactly where the pins are. Do not sew straight down, because that defeats the purpose of where the strings are supposed to go. This is only notches. That's it. You're just sewing where the pins are exactly. That's it. And for this part, I did just use a straight stitch. I did not do any zigzag. You can to make it stronger, but I just did a straight stitch a few times. And if you look closely, you can see exactly what I did. It's only sewn exactly where the pins are. Don't sew straight down, at least not on this side. And if you're looking at this and you're probably wondering, why did I backstitch so many times? I'm dramatic like that. I backstitch more than once sometimes. Some way, somehow, the audio got messed up here, and it was just completely silent. CapCut is really starting to get on my nerves. I fixed this so many times. But anyways, after you sew the notches where the pins are, then you're going to sew a straight stitch across on both ends of the tunnel of where the string will go. Once you sew that down, you will then sew a line directly in the middle, creating a casing for the two strings. That's all you have to do at this part. And then after that, you sew that top piece, which you're going to see, the top piece where it connects to your neck. I did a straight stitch across, and then I did a zigzag stitch after, just to make it stronger, because it's the part that holds up everything. Now this part is completely optional. I decided to go ahead and fold over the sides one more time and do a straight stitch down, just so that it wouldn't show. I don't really know how to explain it, but I just felt like it'd be more professional to do it this way. But yeah, I just folded it over on the sides one more time and did a straight stitch all the way down. This is 1000% optional. You do not have to do this. I'm just extra. Now for the fun part. For the strings, I actually didn't sew them, believe it or not. I thought it looked kind of cute being distressed just the way it was. So what I did was my strings were extra long. So I folded them in half and I fed both of them through. So when you're looking at this, you're not seeing 4 strings. It's still 2. It's just folded in half because the strings are extremely long. And then I just fed them through, and I don't know, it worked for me, and it made it stronger. So when you tie it, it's like really tight. Like your breasts are going nowhere this time. Nowhere. They can't escape. And I'm kind of all over the place with my commentary. I'm sorry. But when you try to feed this through, you can either use a loop turner. I lost mine. It's somewhere in this room, hopefully. Or you can use a safety pin. I could not find a safety pin at first, so I tried to use the little stitch markers that I use in my crochet, but obviously that didn't work. So I ended up finding a safety pin in the end. But yeah, just use a safety pin. Much faster. So, as you can see, it ties on around your neck, and it's like really, it's so sturdy. I just love the way. Oof, I'm sorry. It's very sturdy with the strings this way. So, I went ahead and tied it to the back. This is actually also optional. You can also just figure out how it falls on your neck and just sew it, so you don't have to tie it at the top at all. But I wanted to tie it. It's cool. It's fine. It's all optional, like I said. And this is just what it looks like. It's so comfortable, it really is. But I hope you guys liked it, and I hope that I wasn't too annoying with the commentary. Like, I feel like I said a whole bunch of stuff wrong, but here's the video.